Aphid insects are born pregnant and give birth at 10 days old. A stuntman by the name of Jose Marco was killed by a shark after it broke through protective netting while filming for the 1969 Kane film. The filmmakers chose to honor his memory by using photos of the real-life accident and advertising for the aforementioned motion picture and renaming it to Shark. Really goes to show how Hollywood has always been fucked up. An obscenely large, unidentified extraterrestrial force dubbed Dark Flow has been actively biting off chunks of the Milky Way galaxy since 2009, and even now, as of 2023, scientists still don't know what the hell it is and why the hell it's doing it. If you've ever looked on the back of a pack of candy and seen confectioner's glaze or food additive number E904, be wary, as this specific chemical is also known as shellac, a secretion by the Cariolasa insect that is hardened, dissolved, and brushed on most chewy and hard candies to give them a shiny coat and a longer shelf life. The average phone is actually 18 times more dirty than the average public restroom. Speaking of phones, your risk of brain cancer rises 5% every 100 hours you spend chatting on your cellular device. A Michigan boy found a severed finger within his Arby's kids meal in May 2012, later discovering an Arby's employee lost the aforementioned finger in the meat slicer after a lengthy investigation. Food wrapped in plastic has been found to decrease both semen potency and testosterone in men. What makes this scarier is the fact that 41% of all plastic produced is used specifically for food. If you've ever enjoyed a squirt of ketchup on your burger or a delicious cup of sugar-free strawberry yogurt, chances are you know what blended bugs taste like. Sometimes known as carmine and natural red number 4, red food coloring is often made from the boiled and blended remains of cochineal beetles. Cave settlers of ancient England used hollowed human skulls as cups. As an embryo, the first opening a human develops is the hole that'll eventually evolve into the asshole. The apples you see in grocery stores aren't actually fresh. They're picked between August and November before being coated in edible wax and hot air dried before taking a trip to the storage. A little over 6 months later, they're popped out the freezer and sent to shelves. The American cockroach has a taste for little kids, as they've been caught feeding on the toenails and hair of sleeping children. 19th century dentures were made from the teeth of dead soldiers, stripped from their corpses by scavengers and sold to dentists for a small profit. Your right lung is actually larger and heavier than your left lung due to the human heart tilting the opposite direction. Real human skeletons were used in 1982's Poltergeist in the name of cutting costs, and none of the actors were notified during filming. 40% of all homeless Americans work on a daily basis. The CIA proposed a false flag operation in 1962 that called for government operatives to stage several terrorist attacks in the name of convincing American citizens it was morally right to invade Cuba and dethrone Fidel Castro. Remember this the next time you remember how fishy the circumstances surrounding 9/11 are. Many ancient cultures controlled population through denying pregnant women carbohydrates, so the babies within the womb would slowly atrophy and starve to death, essentially self-aborting in the process. Domesticated cats were bound to the shields of Persian soldiers when in battle with Egyptian combatants due to the several laws against killing cats found in ancient Egypt.